I was sitting in the front room there when we were living at 1010 Pearl Street, and I would see Stella going along the side of the road there to go to church, and my mother mentioned the fact, gee, there's a nice girl going there.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty soon I started thinking to myself, yeah, I guess so.
Uh-huh.
So I started to date her.
Uh-huh.
That was the beginning. Date her.
Uh-huh.
That was the beginning. Well, we went on a boat cruise, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember whether that was the first date or not. Maybe she was.
We fixed it up. We wallpapered it. We painted it. Daddy fixed up the backyard, put in a garden. It just had a kitchen, front room, and 2 bedrooms and a bath. It wasn't all that big.
Wow.
The wedding was early in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and we never thought of making it later, which would have been very nice for people coming in. But 8 o'clock, and it had rained, so we went out, and Rosie was very concerned because my dress was dragging and getting muddy.
Mm.
And so, but then by the time Mass was finished, it cleared up, and it was nice. And we went up to the hall. We had breakfast. And after breakfast, by the way, we had dancing right after breakfast. And then we had our picture taken. And then came back and changed over her bricks. And went on to Canada.
The reason why we went into the city was because of the fact we were looking ahead toward our Catholic education.
Mm.
That was the principal motive that we moved into the city. I bought an old house in Rainier Valley and had it moved on a lot that formerly was owned by Clem,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Had the house moved there, and it was put on piling, and then we had it practically all remade,
Mm-hmm.
reconditioned, rewired, replumbed. Had to dig a sewer. Boy, that was about 13 feet. I went down about 13 feet to hit that sewer, but I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie helped, and Johnny helped me, and I had it all replastered too.
Mm-hmm.
Lot here at 1521 Pearl Street. Built the house. Yeah, I worked with the contractors. Of course, the home was built very well. Extra strong, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Had a very good contractor. I think we paid him cost plus 10%. Hank Clay's recommended this particular fellow
Mm-hmm.
to me. I did a lot of work on the property. The back of the lot was all full of blackberry vines. I had to get rid of all those. Christology and scripture and ethics,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Of course, I took some other courses on my own,
Mm-hmm.
like at St. Thomas Seminary with the theologians. I took scripture courses in Paul's letter to the Romans,
Mm-hmm.
the Gospel of John, Thessalonians, and
This
book, yeah, but of course, these courses I had not taken before, but it did engender a great love for Scripture,
Mm-hmm.
because I was able to, I still was able to keep my Greek up,
Mm-hmm.
and my Latin, and the New Testament was written in Greek, in Koine Greek,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first grandchild I baptized was David.
Mm-hmm.
David, Barbara's youngest son.
Mm-hmm.
And I baptized Dolores' two children.
Mm-hmm. And that was especially meaningful, huh?
Yeah, and then also Leo's two children. I baptized both of them.
So those were real fun times, especially Beaver Lake, where we had, we had a rowboat and we could just sort of relax. And that's one time I'd read a book when I'd be in the hospital or at the lake. What? Well, I think they were fun times, and especially when we play back the movies. We have fun looking at what the little ones would be doing, or remember when Marietta put a hairpin in the outlet, the plug-in in the outlet. They were relaxing time. They were a time when we had fun and we saw new things. Because every trip we, like seeing the Grand Canyons, Carlsbad Cavern, or Bryce. We saw all kinds of good things that we wouldn't have seen if she hadn't moved down to New Orleans. Coming back, I think I was sort of dumb, but it was fun. The kids were good. I can't say that, they were little angels, but they always helped.
Mm-hmm.
And the pictures are so cute, looking back. At the time I was so busy, I probably didn't appreciate, the cuteness of the kids. But in looking back and looking at those pictures, especially when somebody was batting somebody over the head because they weren't behaving. I think Dolores was hitting Bernard over the head or something. Or them rocking that little bed, real hard to keep the baby quiet. But I think it's real nice memory, especially when you have the pictures to remind you. I enjoyed sewing. I think I conned you girls into cooking so I could sew. And I really enjoyed it. It's a good pastime, and we needed them.
Well, I used to, I would sit in the front room there when we were living at 1010 Pearl Street, and I would see Stella going along the side of the road there to go to church, and my mother mentioned the fact, there's a nice girl going there. And pretty soon I started thinking to myself, I guess so. So I started to date her. That was the beginning.
And you...
The reason why we went into the city was because of the fact we were looking ahead toward our Catholic education. That was the principal motive that we moved into the city. Yeah, I bought an old house in Rainier Valley and had it moved on a lot that formerly was owned by Clem, and I bought it from him. Had the house moved there, and it was put on piling, and then we had it practically all remade, reconditioned, rewired, replumbed. Had to dig a sewer. Boy, that was about 13 feet I went down about 13 feet to hit that sewer, but I did it. Ernie helped and Johnny helped me, and I had it all replastered too. We lived there for a few years, and then we bought this lot here at 1521 Pearl Street, built the house, and that was it.
The thing I would most like to thank Mom and Dad for is for the family traditions we had growing up, the traditions for holidays, for vacation time, that this was something that we all did and we all shared together.
This is Eugene.
The thing I'm most thankful for from the folks is the patience that they have shown, and I feel I've really learned that attribute the most, as well as the love and care they have provided over the years.
I'm putting it on, and this is Barbara.
I am most thankful for the sense of security, stability, and peace they gave me. Mother and Dad were a rock and a comfort zone in any troubled time.
This is Lucy.
Probably the thing I am most thankful for is that Mother and Daddy, you gave me a purpose in life, my sense of God and sense of religion, and the other probably is you instilled in me the idea that you work to the best of your ability, or that I was brought up to work to the best of my ability, and whatever job I undertake to do the very best I could, because a job worth doing is worth doing well. And this is what I repeat to my kids.
This is Jeanette.
The thing that I am most thankful to Mom and Dad for are their strong love for each other and for all of us kids. This, along with their ongoing encouragement we all received, made for an ideal environment to grow up in. And I feel that I'm very fortunate to have such wonderful parents.
This is Cecilia.
The thing that I'm most grateful to Daddy and Mother for is the gift of the faith and a love of learning, especially for my musical education. Thank you so much.
This is Dolores.
Dad and Mom, you have above all else, by your example and love, have shown me to trust in the Lord and His plan for my life. That God will never give me more than I can handle. And with the love, support, and caring you have instilled in me, I will pass this on to my children. I love you both very much.
This is Marietta.
The thing I would like to thank Mom and Dad for is for showing me how God will help me through the toughest of times, and that faith and love is most important in our lives.
This is Leo.
Well, there's a few things I wanted to mention as things that are important to me and what Mom and Dad taught me. And I guess the first thing that comes to mind is family values. And from that, I learned to get along with a lot of people. Coming from a big family, you encountered a lot of different personalities, and from that, I felt my ability to interact with other people out in the workplace or in other social settings was a real plus. The other thing was, religion. And, earlier on I had, some doubts about religion, but that has gone away, and my religious beliefs have strengthened. And I see now how the religious aspect of our family life played a very important part of our values in now plays a very important part of my family and the values that our family has. Individually, for Pops, I gained from him his determination, his ability to, be very focused in setting out on a task and, putting like a racehorse, putting the blinders on, ignoring everything from the left or right, and just go straight for the target and getting it done. And coming from a family of as many children as we had, I now know that we didn't have as much as other kids had, just based upon the economies, but we sure did not know about it when we were growing up. And I think that's a lot to be said about what we had. So I guess, one thing about Pops is his determination. And, determination is one word you call it. Other people might call it stubbornness. But I'll give it the good word, determination. For Mother, I saw a lot of patience from her. Her quiet, it was just quiet patience. If there was a problem, she didn't panic. She more or less just said, we'll just take care of it. And if we got in trouble, she let us know that we got in trouble, and she wasn't afraid to correct the problem. But that was the most important two aspects. Both of them have a lot of different personalities that are different. The spirituality of the religion was a common thread between the two. And I think from a member of the Zipp family that the personality differences between Mother and Father really led to a good combination for each, at least for me, to draw upon.
This is Bernadette.
The things I like to thank Mom and Dad for is going to beach, going swimming, and those wonderful times.
This is Teresa. In addition to your strong beliefs in Christian values and good education, I would like to thank you for stressing the importance of family unity, that individual differences should be accepted and good relationships should be valued. Thank you so much.
Just give me a go.
This is Bernard.
There are four things that as I contemplate that I'd like to thank my parents for. First of all was the education they provided me and all the sacrifices they went through to provide that for me. The second is the values they imparted on me. It certainly helped me through my life. Third is the sense of family. The sense of family that we've had certainly gives one an appreciation for family values, as well as helps one in developing your own family with the great family life that we had. And lastly, to thank Mother in particular for my appreciation of poetry, because without poems like The Cremation of Sam McGee and Oh Captain, My Captain, not to mention Casey at the Bat, I wouldn't have the appreciation for poetry that I have today. That's it.
This is Catherine. The thing that I want to thank Mom and Dad for is our family. Their example of unselfish love for us has been a beautiful model to follow. It has been the motivation for my involvement in all my pro-life activities. That is, to support other families, to help them have the love I found growing up.